Greetings to all. This is Team AP050 presenting our project Smart and Sustainable Agriculture using FPGA. Introduction. Agriculture is one of the most important fields taken by mankind worldwide. To meet the food requirement for the growing population of the world, some serious reforms are required in the agriculture sector to ensure that our food system is ready to meet the upcoming challenges. This pushes us to shift from traditional agriculture practice to sustainable practices. The major challenges of agriculture across the world can be resolved in an efficient and effective manner. The idea is to enable farmers more reliable monitoring their fields remotely, allowing the operation of several facilities at one time. Motivation to our project. The major challenges of the agriculture across the world can be resolved in an efficient and effective manner. According to the Bureau of Soil and Water Management of the Department of Agriculture, it is advised to get farmland soil analyzed every 3 years in order to combat any nutrition deficiency by applying organic or non-organic fertilizers and help maintain a soil-ready farm for each planting. Macronutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium on soil should be managed correctly to maximize benefits, because when these nutrients are applied in the wrong place at the wrong time, they only become pollutants. Production of crop degrades with the insufficient rate of supply of any necessary nutrients. Root environment of the plant can be changed by supplying nutrients outside the soil, which is commonly known as fertilization. However, proper distribution of fertilizers is necessary for the proper crop production. Mismanagement in irrigation is also a major problem in agriculture, which affects on natural resources like water, and over and underutilization of fertilizer can greatly reduce the harvest production rate. Delay in weed detection and identification of crop diseases cause huge loss in yield. Lack of adequate knowledge among the farmers about the various parameters in farming like soil fertility, amount of fertilizer to be used, leads to degradation of overall soil quality. We created our model to tackle all this problem in agriculture and assist farmer throughout his crop for better yield. Proposed solution. Our project will help farmer in performing soil test and recommend suitable crop for the soil based on the soil test results within an affordable price range. Our system tests every details of soil parameters, recommends farmer the required amount and type of fertilizer that to be used, and also when to supply. Indeed, saves money and also keep the soil fertile. Our model identifies weeds present in the crop field and which helps in crop growth. Our model detects type of disease attacked on crop, which indeed saves the half of the yield by taking care of the crop at earlier stage. Our system is automated to supply sufficient amount of water based on the alternative wetting and drying method proposed by International Rice Research Institute, Philippines, without an human involvement, which saves the surplus of water and farmers' time. Our system is an interactive system with the farmer. Moreover, our system will act as a digital assistant to the farmer. Components. Our project total consists of 3 parts: hardware part, cloud part, website for the user interactive with our model. Hardware consists of D10 Nano, Arduino Uno, sensors like pH sensor, NPK sensor, EC sensor, water level sensor, moisture sensor, and motor for irrigation, and solar panel for power management. The D10 Nano has HPA session and FPGA session, in which FPGA session is operated using Verilog, whereas HPA session consists of operating system. In our project, the complete processing session and GPIO access are implemented on HPA session. To operate the block switches, we need to access the GPIO pins from the HPA session from a computer vision supported operating system. For that, we have chosen Azure pre-installed operating system and modified the SOC raw binary file on comparing with the XFC operating system. We used Arduino Uno controller for collecting all the analog sensor data and sent to D10 Nano using serial communication. By using this RFS dot record, we collected temperature and humidity sensor data for further processing. NPK sensor. The primary source of nutrients for plant growth is soil. The primary nutrients for plant growth are nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. We collect the nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus content in soil through the NPK sensor for soil analysis. pH sensor. The sensor is used to identify the salt content in soil. The salt content in soil plays a vital role in maintaining the soil health conditions. So we collected pH of the soil using this sensor for soil analysis. Electric conductivity meter measures the electric conductivity in a solution. This sensor is used to read the alkalinity value of soil, which can be used to find out the conductivity of the soil. The soil EC value reflects the soil salinity, where higher the EC value, higher the salt concentration in the soil, and vice versa. Water level sensor. By using this water level sensor, we can maintain efficient amount of water level for the crop for maintaining adequate amount of water to the crop. Soil moisture sensor. We use the soil moisture sensor to measure the volumetric water content in the soil. For continuous power, we used these solar power conventional methods. We recharge the batteries to run our model even in odd days and even night time. Role of FPGA in our project. Parallel processing. Our model sends sensor data, RFS data, camera picture after V detection to cloud daily at different intervals of time, and it also parallelly performs smart irrigation and V detection. Sensor data comparison. From day 1 to day n, we perform smart irrigation on comparing with the sensor collected data to researched data that in our database. Cloud connectivity. By using Python SDK and Azure Storage Blob Client, we connected to Azure Storage Services. By using Azure IoT Client, we connected to IoT Hub. We perform V detection by using Azure API models. High processor performance. As it contains ARM Cortex A9 processor, we experienced high performance in completion of all the tasks in our project. Compatibility. This D10 nanobody is compatible with our model because of the size fits into our prototype, also in collection of sensor data and processing on board, and also in to and fro communication with cloud.
Cloud connectivity and usage of Azure Cloud. From FPGA DE10 Nano, we are collecting sensors data, RFS data, and crop image from camera module. We are sending this data to Azure storage accounts using Python SDK and Azure Blob Storage Client. Also sending RFS data to IoT Hub as messages for inference. The machine learning artifacts like crop recommendation model API, disease prediction model API, weed detection model API, and the website integrating these APIs are deployed in Azure Cloud using Azure Container Registry and Azure App Service. Additional information. Usage of renewable energy like solar, voice outputs in regional languages, weather forecasting, and customized irrigation. In future scope, we want to include a dynamic camera for crop monitoring and weed detection, and a drone for fertilization, and we want to include a pest protection system for prior intimation, and we want to collaborate with agriculture scientists for accurate data collection. Impact of our project. Our system acts as a digital assistant to the farmer, and it can be extensively used in agriculture sector across the world. Our system can be used by farmers, greenhouses and polyhouses, agriculture-based industries, agriculture universities and research centers.
Sustainability goals and performance of our project. Soil testing. Through soil testing, it helps farmers in soil analyzing, which in turn saves excess money for the farmer, which they spend on soil testing. Crop recommendation. Through crop recommendation, we recommend the crop which gives better yield based on the agriculture research data. Fertilizer recommendation. Through efficient fertilizer recommendation, we can save up to 1/6 part of the fertilizers that usually is applied to the crop. Weed detection. Through early weed detection and taking necessary measures helps in crop growth and saves up to 16 to 40% of the crop yield throughout the crop. Disease prediction. Through disease prediction and taking early measures, farmer can save up to 37% of the yield. Solar plate. We used natural renewable energy for continuous running of our project and to charge our batteries to run even in the night times and in odd days. Smart irrigation. We used alternative wetting and drying method to save water. We can save up to 30% of water usage, and alternative wetting and drying method is assumed to reduce methane emission of average 48% compared to the continuous flooding.
Conclusion. We have successfully done soil analysis of samples at different locations. Field is being monitored by our system at regular intervals of time and recommends fertilizer at each stage of crop. Weed is identified without farmer in the field. A successful disease prediction model is built where a farmer uploads a picture, disease affected part, and get the suggestions for cure. Farmer can able to cultivate his crop without wastage of water using customized irrigation. Thank you so much for this opportunity and questions are welcomed.